Hello, Victoria 2 enjoyers, it's me, Strategy Games Toothpaste here, and welcome back to another episode of Victoria 2. Now today, we will not be playing the United States, even though it says that we are currently playing the United States of America. We will be deleting the United States fleet and army, and the reason we're going to do that is because we will be playing a very special and fun nation today. We are going to be releasing the Republic of New Africa, which will be our nation that we will play today. So the Republic of New Africa has African American culture as our main culture. Most of our population, though, is Dixie, so that means they're not accepted pops. We can do the Constitution of New Africa, which gives us more cores. We can also do the Seminole Act, which adds Native American as an accepted culture. This is just awesome because it allows us to have more accepted pops, and we have the capital of New Africa. We're gonna pick New Orleans because it is the furthest from the major American population centers that I'm just a little bit scared of. We also get the racial tensions in New Africa debuff, which basically on a province by province basis assigns this racial tensions debuff that kind of breaks the RGO output a little bit. Not all of our states have them, but most of them do. Louisiana and stuff, they're okay. We have some cores on the Americans. We have these little tiny bits that'll help clean up our borders a little. We also have Tampa and DC. It would be really funny if we could take DC away from the Americans. I would laugh very hard. The Americans and I have reached an uneasy alliance, which should be good to preserve myself until, I can take some stronger action. You do get these events that province by province remove the racial tensions, which is just good. Get back your production. I think I'm gonna try and market myself as a better America because I have slavery outlawed. The Americans, they still have slavery. So I think it's a good idea if we try and get some immigrants. That is a lot of immigrants. Awesome. I can't justify war on anybody, and I just straight up don't know why. I really wish I could. The game just doesn't want to let me make CVs on anybody. I have no idea why. I don't have the No More War debuff, so I'm just totally unsure. The only CB I could get is a Demand Capital Concession CB on Morocco. So I'm gonna take it. Don't really know what I'll gain here, to be completely honest. Looks like the Republic of New Africa is returning to Africa with our wonderful new colony. So after that war, it allowed us to make Cassius Bellies, which is great. Our first target, of course, will be Haiti, because there's this little decision here called Integrate Haiti, which will give us cores on Haiti. That'll be pretty valuable for us later. That is a great addition for us. I think Panama will be a good addition to our empire. We should be able to build a canal later, I hope. The weakest version of the Confederate States of America I've ever seen has been spawned into existence. So I'm going to declare war on them and get my cores back. Those are some much better borders. I never thought that the Confederated States of America would help out the Republic of New Africa. This war is dragging on because the Austrians decided to support the Spanish. It is allowing me to pass as many reforms as I possibly can. I think people are going to be flocking to New Africa after this victory. We allied the French, and hopefully they will be able to invade the Spanish and end this war. Or they just immediately peaced out and I got Cuba. Let's go! I'm no longer in the American sphere though, so I'm gonna have to probably declare war on them quickly before they get their army up to the size where I can't fight it anymore. And those reforms I passed, coming in clutch. We are getting a couple immigrants, not as much as Big Boy. The day has come for my anti-American actions. We've got the French, we've got Mexico, and we're gonna liberate all of our cores. Burn down the White House. We can repeat the events of the War of 1812. Yes, I will burn down the White House. Gladly. We won the war. This is the greatest day in New African history. We have defeated the United States and we have cemented ourselves as a soon-to-be great power. Victory is ours. There we are, great power. The world has acknowledged how great I am. You'd think my capitalists would have a better idea of how much supplies we need to purchase to build a cement factory, and they wouldn't overfund it by like $50,000. At this point, I think our best course of action is to create the Tuskegee program, which should give us more literacy, more research. Awesome. awesome. And we can also do women's suffrage, which will just get us better buffs. The Revolutionary People's Party has come to power, and they believe that pro-military ideas are good for this country, and that will allow me to click the Manifest Destiny of New Africa button. And we will say, seeing as we already have most of the Caribbean, and picking the Caribbean and the South would put me over my infamy limit, just click the South is our land, and that should give us cores on the United States again. Kentucky, Arkansas, not Texas, unfortunately, North Carolina, West Virginia, regular Virginia. I have a love-hate relationship with child labor in this game. I know it's wrong to have child labor, but it's so good. The buffs you get from child labor are fantastic, and that's why it hurts so much to restrict child labor. I've waited for 50 years to grow my army this large, yet for some reason, I feel unsatisfied. Maybe it's because map game only brings a superficial happiness. I like how this event tells us about a new insect that is bothering us, but they don't actually do anything. You just click the button and then you're done with it. Why'd they take the time to create the event if it has no negative or positive effect? It is now time to restart my conflict with the Americans. I have cores. I want those cores. And America is the only thing that stands in my way. After all the nations that I've played in the A to Z series, where I start with really bad tech, I've almost forgotten what it's like to have a military tech advantage on your enemy. And boy, it is fabulous. Yeah, we got Detroit. Although, America might actually be happy about that. I don't really know if they want Detroit. I want to destroy the Statue of Liberty so bad, but my infamy is over the limit, so I can't. I'm in so much pain. Actually, there is a way I can destroy the Statue of Liberty. I'm gonna click the button, Statue of Liberty destroyed. Great, 28 infamy. Now I'm gonna peace out. Basically, I just acquired all of my cores and Texas, just to really stick it to them. And then to get my infamy down, I can go to release nations and get rid of Panama and Morocco. And now I don't have that much infamy. What I do have is more racial tension, apparently. So I guess we'll have to deal with that. It's fair to say that the United States of America has seen better days. But you know who is worse off than the United States? Turkey. What the heck, Turkey? Yankee Patriots. God, I hate New York Yankees fans. And here is the Great War. Basically, it's some weird war over some of Mexico's territory. So the sides are, of course, myself, the Germans, the Italians, and the United Kingdom versus the Americans, the French, the Russians, and the Austro-Hungarians. So needless to say, this is one of the biggest Great Wars I think I've seen in a very long time. This is gonna be nuts. The Germans and the Italians are the upset of the century here. 3 versus 2, nah, they don't care. They take out everybody in sight. And to think, I thought we were gonna lose in Europe for a minute. And now, with the peace deal of the century, we will end the First Great War. We have acquired the soul of America, which consists of Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, New Jersey, and Oklahoma. And if you don't think that's the soul of America, you've clearly never been to America. We also annexed the Dominican Republic, which to be quite frank is a long time coming, and we also annexed the Panama Canal, which should make us the big bucks. Nothing will make me happier at this point than the Americans dropping from great power. I'm counting down the days. France, I understand that you want to colonize China and other parts of Asia, but could you at least please make the borders look nice? Because that's disgusting. For the first time this game, we have more pops than the United States of America. And more score. It's kind of sad. The state with the most industry in my country is Ohio, but I worked so hard to develop the industry in my other states, and then Ohio comes and steals the crown from me. The Great War sides have totally switched. Now it's the Russians and the French and myself and the British versus the Germans and the Italians, which is the exact opposite of the way it was in the last Great War. They got Cuba. This is a tragedy. Well, it looks like this Great War is not gonna go in our favor, so we're gonna admit defeat in the Great War. We're gonna chop up France because that's where all the war goals were put on, and yikes. That was a big L. And now the Americans have declared war on me. I don't think this could go any worse. All of the American troops are concentrated in the northeast here, and that makes them pack quite a punch against my troops. Yup, stack wiped 130,000 Americans. Yeah, we got New York and Massachusetts. America, this is your cue to start crying. We did it. We dropped the Americans from great power. I think that with their current state, they do not deserve to be great power. It appears in the Third Great War, we're again on the winning side. It seems to me that whatever side the Germans and Italians are on win the Great War. Oh yeah, half my troops are in Europe fighting the Great War, and at the same time, the United States gets the bright idea to declare war on me. Unfair. The Americans suck so bad. White peace. Easy. I hate it when Britain is the war leader and they refuse to end the war even though they have very good reason to. The Third Great War will be the death of me. America is doing it again. When will they learn their lesson? Another white peace. America wastes everybody's time. The Third Great War finally ended. That took so many stupid years. Oh man, the United States of America has taken on a weird tint. Fascist dictatorship, Silver Legion of America. What did we do to them? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this video. This is kind of a one-off video I did for a sub goal. I had a lot of fun. World kind of looks like this. We are number 2 great power. Of course, Germany is number 1. Unfortunately, I was not able to pass them because of their ridiculous industrial score. If you're looking for more Victoria 2 content on my channel, you can look at the Victoria 2 A to Z series, which I do on my channel. It's a playlist. I'll link it at the end of the video, and please like and subscribe if you're enjoying the Victoria 2 content. It really motivates me to make more videos. I appreciate all the support lately. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you in the next video, which will be Empire of Japan, Imperial Japan, within the Victoria 2 A to Z series.